The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
Hey, are you ready for the show?
I'm sorry, Dave.
No, you're not Dave.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
If you only knew the power of the dark
side.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
Hey, buddy. What's up, Mike?
He told me you.
No.
I am your father.
I'll be back.
Mike's ready. He'll be back.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Hey! Don't talk like that.
It's a trap!
It's a trap, everybody!
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
or the one.
Or the two.
Two. Or do not.
Help you, I will not.
There is no try.
There is only trying. With Captain Richter Space Cat. Live long. And prosper times two.
Get away
Hey,
from
don't
her,
talk
you
like that
bitch.
around Newt!
Wait a minute, Doc.
What's up, Doc?
Are you
Hey,
telling me you built a time machine
what's up, Doc?
out of a DeLorean?
What's up, Doc? Can you tell me where Pistol Beach is?
Storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
Everybody gets that one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
Saying it.
I see dead people.
That's Captain Richter.
So what?
Yeah, said that.
You said that.
Why so serious?
Because it's time for all for
I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're home.
Yes, we are home.
I'm one with the force. The force is with me.
I'm
one with the force and the force is with me.
I'm one with the force and the force is with me.
I'm one with the force and the force is with me.
Is the force with you? Because it's with all for sci-fi. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Walker, and next to me is, of course,
Captain Trickster orders on call me late for any type of food.
any type of food. And today was extra biscuits and gravy because he didn't want to waste them.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness, Captain Rickster. You're just,
An animal.
I guess, no. You're like eating too much. So I'm wearing my Wonder Woman from WonderCon.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't worn that in a while.
I got the all for sci-fi on.
Yeah, unless it's chocolate. Look out! Look what else the hats we're wearing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure Mike would recognize these hats because we
Yes.
got them on May the 4th.
Right.
May the 4th be with you, everybody.
That's
And this is Star Wars month, that's for sure. May the 4th, Revenge of the Sith. Happy 501st day on the first day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes on and on and on and on. All the different sayings. Yeah. Mike got his hat as well. That's
Good.
great. Just want to a quick shout out to Dante. Hope that you stay safe. I was
Yes, really.
reading about all those tornadoes. Keep your family safe. You know, if you have a basement, go down there. You know, take care of yourself. Take care of your family first.
That's right.
So we'll be praying for you for sure. But we weren't on last week because we were celebrating May the 4th be with you at Disneyland
That's right.
and got some really cool stuff. And by the way, Dante, I did get one for you. So this one's yours. I didn't even write on it. So, and also right now is the season of the Force where you get to do this game and you get like, if you play the game over in Galaxy's Edge and get all and crack the code, which was Moonrise again.
Yep.
Then you get one of those trading cards. I got the one I got was R2D2, the new one.
I got the same one.
So I'm only missing Chewbacca. We'll see if they come out with some more because we will be going back to Disneyland again.
Yep.
I was just invited by Shamim, who's a really good friend, and he's the autograph king, and he has a big birthday celebration coming up. So I was invited by him to go to Disneyland on May 21st.
Yep.
So letting you know, Mike, right now, I told you we might do it on May 25th, but let us know if you're available Tuesday, May 21st.
Yes.
And oh, I hit the keyboard. Sorry about that. It's too close here. I probably should turn it off. Some other good things we got on that was this. Take a look at this bad boy. May the 4th be with you. Oh, Mike's got all three. Cool.
Oh,
So we got this
wow.
one, and this one it has kind of a Boba Fett from the holiday special. So let's see if I could get a good shot of it. Focus, 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 focus. Okay, and also in Oga's Cantina, they released this brand new. Take a look at this. It's a Lothcat mug. Isn't that cute? You could put your drink in there and Oga's Cantina. And for Rick, it'd be non-alcoholic. And for anybody else that wants to drink, you could get alcohol, actually.
Right.
Because it is a real cantina. It's a real bar.
Yes, it is.
So those are some pretty cool stuff from May the 4th be with you guys.
Mhm.
So Scooby's here. Hey, Scooby.
Yep, Scooby's back.
Nice to see you, Scooby. Thank you very much. Sending your love.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys, Scooby, I don't know. We have a new song out called Jedi Dance. So look for it on YouTube. Type in Eric Walker Jedi Dance featuring ACM. Pretty cool song. We haven't shot the video yet, but there's a lyric video that you and the girls might like. So, so today we're going to talk about the final episode of The Bad Batch. I know we're late on it, but we're doing May the 4th at Disneyland. We're also going to talk about episodes of Star Trek Discovery as well. What do you want to start with first, Captain Rickster?
Let's do Star Trek first.
Star Trek. So we missed 2 weeks because
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
That's right.
That was so much fun. So this show is getting just great. It reminds me a lot of the Next Generation. It reminds me a lot of the original Star Trek. They're doing more, exploring and they have a hunt going on to try to get the progenitors Trek and stuff like that. But let's give the rating first. As you know, at All for Sci-Fi, we have an official rating of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, don't stream it. Don't go to the movie. Let's just do it for the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Let's combine them.
Yes, combine them. Yes.
I don't know if that's fair because the week before that was like almost a 5.
I know.
And last week was very good too. But
Yes, it was.
let's just go. Okay, 4.75 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
4.85.
4.85. Okay.
Yeah.
They've been really good.
The last one was better than. Actually, both of them were good.
Yes.
I'm not going to knock both of them down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I gave it a 4.85. I wanted to make sure the average was good on those two.
Mm-hmm.
You said it was kind of like a filler, but I don't think it was. It was just too much. The characters are just so good at what they're doing.
Well, the Breen, brother, they are pretty scary, aren't they?
They are.
And that I forgot the lady's name, Marlock or something. Mocker. She's in love with that other Breen who's part of the royalty or whatever, the bloodline, and they're running because there's a blood oath or whatever. It's pretty scary. Captain Rickster just does not project like me. If you were here and actually saw my mixer, my mic is turned halfway down, his is turned all the way up, and you still can't hear him. That's because he's not the actor I was.
That's true. I'm just me.
I keep hitting that. I'm just
going
gonna unplug it. How's that? There we go. It's gonna turn off. Now if I touch it, it's my new Lumi keyboard.
Yeah, just the Lumi, all right.
See it? It's a new keyboard, and I keep touching it, so it keeps hitting the notes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool keyboard. It's a lot like the other. It's made by Rolly as well, and it actually has vibrato, and it's has aftertouch and stuff like that. So it sounds like you're playing a real instrument. It's pretty cool. So if you're playing a guitar or you're playing a saxophone, it's hard to tell it's not a real live player. Okay, back to this. Okay, so what was your favorite scene in both episodes?
I kind of hard to remember the first episode that we last week.
It's because it's been a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. This one I can remember is the death scene of the Bree inside the medical.
The Breen.
Breen, I mean, inside the medical.
Where he accidentally overdosed himself.
Yeah.
He gave himself too much of that pain medicine or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just you don't remember the week before that, right?
No, it's kind of hard, really.
Well, the week before that, they were remember they went to that planet that had that weather tower, and Tilly almost died because they were running out of air. Do you remember?
Yes, I do.
What's so funny?
I'm reading Dante's message up there.
Richter's so soft-spoken. Maybe you should put a meatball by that mic.
Yeah, I know.
That'll get him to talk louder.
Right.
There you go. You put food in front of him. That'll give him energy.
Yeah.
He won't be going like this. I'm falling asleep too while Eric's talking because he's so boring.
That's right.
No, so yeah.
Yes, I am soft-spoken, unfortunately.
My favorite episode of 2 weeks ago when they were on that planet, trying to find the new clue,
Right.
was when they were doing that race, and at the end, and they can't drink water.
Right.
They're on this planet that's kind of like a desert planet, and this scientist created these weather towers to, have water and rain, and so that they could survive, and they needed to be maintained, and they didn't know that. They thought that the gods were doing that. So they broke down. All the other towers went dry, and this was the last one. And they do this race to see who's going to sacrifice himself to help bring the rain and go inside the tower. And that's where they die and give themselves to the gods. So Tilly was racing with one of the daughters of the leaders, and they were right at the end. And the leader's daughter dropped the water, so she couldn't go on anymore because she was disqualified. So, but Tilly walked back over to her, picked her up, and poured some of her water into her bowl so that they could both finish and be winners. And that was my favorite part of that episode.
That's true. That was really good. Yes.
Right. And yeah, Mike's chiming in here. Only Tilly didn't know they were racing to see. No, she didn't know that.
Yeah.
She thought it was just a part of it.
Yeah, she did.
She figured that out, but thank God that the ship was able to hear her, and they were able to talk and communicate and make it work. So, good point. And on the last week's episode, let me see here. The last week's episode was mainly about the Breen coming to try to. They found them and brought them back to headquarters, and somehow the Breen found out about it. And one of the, I guess they're different. They're different parts. They're to try to control it. I forgot what they're called. Primax or something. I can't remember that. Primarch. Yes, Primarch.
They're fighting each other right now.
Yeah, to who's going to be the new emperor of their society or whatnot. And the one that's with Mock or whatever her name is, she that's in love with him. He's part of the blood line. Molly and Locke. Okay. That's how they found them. Sure. And my favorite scene probably of that last episode, and like Rick said, it felt kind of like a filler episode, but it was so well done.
Yes, it was. It was definitely well done.
I guess you can't call it that, but if that's the worst episode of the season, you guys are doing a great job.
Yes,
Star Trek Discovery. You're
right.
The writers are doing a great job. Of course, the acting's great. We love these characters. They're engaging, so keep it up. I can't wait to see what happens. Maybe at the end they become enlightened, and they, hopefully that will happen, and everything will work out.
We'll see if they get all the pieces too. To this puzzle.
Right. My favorite scene was when they trick that Breen Primarch into thinking that he needed to take that girl, and that they had a deal with another Primarch. How they kind of twisted it on him.
Yes.
did not, because they were in big trouble because they had this huge ship that was bigger than even the whole headquarters in the space station. It was like this incredible ship that would have just
Wiped them all out.
so that was, how they twisted it and turned it. That was my favorite part.
Right.
So, okay. If anybody has a favorite scene from any of these, go ahead and please put them in the comments as well. Let's move on to
Bad Batch.
the Bad Batch season finale.
Yes.
Wow. All I can say is I was wondering how they were going to end it. And, I think this is like one of the first times I ever started to tear up on a cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not embarrassed to say that. It was very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the last scene with Omega and Hunter.
Yes.
Him trying to stop her. And then we see an older Omega. She's all grown up. And it's funny because during the season, we kept talking about how they going to end this. Are they going to do a spinoff series with Omega?
They should.
They might still. Maybe they're setting that up. What do you think? Did they set this up for Omega to have her own series with I guess it's the Resistance, right?
Yeah, she's fighting the Resistance.
So is she going to become Resistance scum?
Probably like us. Resistance come.
So let's give the rating for the season finale of the Bad Batch. I don't even need to say the 0 to 5 star stuff. It's 5 stars.
Yes, it's
definitely 5 stars all the way.
Plus, definitely. In fact, the whole season was a 5++.
The season definitely was pretty close to 5 on a lot of it, but we waited till the end to give it 5 stars. Way to go. The producers of this show, the way they're doing stuff, the way they did this, they rolled it out. There were some sad things too when Nala Se died, and she gave herself up to Nala Se. Let herself be blown up and destroy all of her work just so Emperor Palpatine could not have it.
That's right. But also got rid of the other idiot too that was forcing her to,
And I said it incorrectly earlier. I said Resistance scum. That's First Order. This is Rebel scum.
Rebel scum.
So she's going to be part of Luke Skywalker and Leia and all that. That'd be great.
Oh yes.
So they're setting up some stuff pretty good. So
I can't wait to see what.
And she's a pilot. She wants to be a pilot in the Rebel Army. Isn't that awesome?
Oh yes.
Did you have a favorite scene? I think I said mine when I said I almost teared up. Oh, go ahead.
I like it when they showed her as an adult and they showed Hunter when he was an old man.
He really wasn't an old man,
No,
but
really
his technology made him
made him
because
that
they
way,
they age faster.
Which I thought was surprised. I didn't think AI would age like that, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, the Kaminoans did that. Because they needed to make millions and millions of clones for the clone army, so they had to grow them fast. So they sped up their metabolism and their aging system. I forgot. I don't know if they ever said. Maybe Mike knows this, but I think they were grown adults by the time they were 5 or 8 years old or something like that. Maybe even sooner. But Omega did not have. They took that gene out, so she's aging like
Slowly.
a regular person.
Yeah, slowly like a regular person.
So
You're right.
maybe those kids too that they found is
Probably,
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they age at twice the rate.
Twice the rate.
Okay.
But hopefully they can. Well, I hate to see them pass on to a better life, but I would like to see them to be able to remove that part of the gene out and have.
I think it's too late because look how old Hunter was, and he
looked old.
So yeah, Mike said so. A 10-year-old would be like a 20-year-old. So when Omega's really 10, you see her being 10. They were 20, and after 10 years, they could become soldiers if they were 20 or whenever they wanted to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
It was. I hate to see it go. I wish it was in season 4.
Well, now I know why. That needs to be like that, directly at you and up above you. So you're like facing the mic, and you put your face in right here. See how I'm putting my there you go. Yeah. Well, guys, I mean, it's been a great week. We got a lot of who out there went and saw The Phantom Menace. That was pretty exciting. The Phantom Menace 25th anniversary came back to movie theaters.
I know Mike did.
A lot of people did. We didn't get a chance to see it. If it's still out, I'm probably going to go see it.
Yes.
But it was number 2 at the box office. a movie that's 25 years old
Yes.
and being re-released was number 2 at the box office.
Oh yes.
What's that saying, Hollywood?
Yeah.
George Lucas created original stuff.
Original
Stop rebooting or rewriting or doing sequels or doing this or trying to rehash things. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's
Let's
like,
have some original stuff again.
That's like this new Planet of the Apes movie that just came out. It looked like the remake of the original.
No, yeah, the new Planet of the Apes is just a reboot from what I heard of the original. So, I mean, come on, guys. Enough is enough. I know the people that behind this, really far behind the scenes that do the accounting, look at that and say, "Oh, this was successful."
Yes.
But you're going to kill it. You kill people wanting to go to the movies, and everybody's going to say, "Oh, we might as well stream it at home," because we got used to that with COVID anyway. So,
That's right.
if Bob Iger, or Kevin Feige, or Kathleen Kennedy, or Dave Filoni, if any of you accidentally stumble across this or someone points it out to you, keep what you're doing. Keep making original content. Don't be like all the other studios and reboot everything.
Yeah, no
And
kidding.
then Disney and Lucasfilm and everybody will be very successful again. So
That's right.
create originality. So that's all I got to say. And that's my rant for today.
Okay.
Did that rhyme?
Kind of.
Okay, everybody. Well, you guys have a great week. We'll be back next week with, of course, Star Trek Discovery.
That's right.
Any other adventures that we're having, we'll be out back to talk about. Anything else coming out, any sci-fi news, we're your source. Remember to come back to All for Sci-Fi every week. If you're somehow watching this show and you haven't watched this before, please hit the subscribe button below and like our video. That helps us with getting more viewers. And like we always say at All for Sci-Fi, go out this week and do one act of kindness, because it makes the world a better place. And someone else may witness it, and they may go out and do an act of kindness as well. It may spread, right?
It will spread.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a rest of your great weekend. Enjoy tomorrow, because tomorrow's Mother's Day. So
All the mothers.
all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day from us. Just come back next week after a nice hard work week that we're gonna have.
Yep.
Relax with us and laugh with us and all this good stuff. I want to make jokes like I always do. But
And since Captain Rickster interrupted me and I wasn't done, remember the Force will be with you always. Live long and prosper, and take care of one another.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.